What is up, YouTube? This is Hypergon, your chap with the cat, back again for another video. And this time, I'm bringing you a new, improved edition of Throwdown Thursday. Specifically, this time we're going to be starting off the new year with a deck resurrection of one of my personal favorite old-timey decks that just doesn't seem to have the spark it once did. You guessed it, Infernities. Now, I've highlighted Infernity several times on this channel, and it seems to be one of the more popular things I've ever done, actually, so I figured, why not start off the new year with something that's just worked for me? So, without any further ado, I bring you this edition of Throwdown Thursday, Deck Resurrection.
Cut my life into pieces, this is my last resort!
So, upon trying to do this, I just learned that apparently one of my saves is now corrupted. So, we are just going to move on to the next one. This is me facing off against a Blue Eyes deck. Pretty decently, I have to say. This guy's using the new Felgrand cards, so you get to see some of those in play as well. Anyway, the main thing I'm doing with this is kind of like a chicken game run, just to kind of add a little bit of consistency. I realize it's not necessarily the main thing that you want to do in an Infernity build. However, given that Infernities kind of need all the help that they can get just to get to their power plays faster, I decided to just see how it works, and actually did work pretty well. I am also going for the Transmitify engine, so there's a lot of level 3 fiends in here just to help me get to Archfiend faster. Like Scarm, for instance. Let me get Tour Guide, which was immeasurably helpful in this case. So this guy brings out Alternative. I've tested out Blue Eyes myself, so I knew what that meant, and I did not want to have to deal with that. Did not want to have him get his Paladin effect off either, because, again, I've playtested these things myself, and I do realize how they work. Fortunately, thanks to Chicken Game's stupid effect, since I had less life points, Felgrand could not, or his Paladin could not hurt me. So I used Tour Guide, go ahead, grab Necromancer, use Chicken Game, just draw an extra card, not sure why I didn't do that sooner, and then go into Dante so I can get his effect off. And then try and swing on him. Unfortunately, he had a strong Mirror Force, which kind of threw me off a little bit, but oh well. Let's see. He doesn't really do anything other than trying to attack me. Still has not yet realized that it is Chicken Game preventing his attacks from working. Does now, though, and he just goes ahead and gets rid of it. Smart move on his end. So, I go ahead and just activate both my gates, because I need to have no cards in my hand to activate Infernity Launcher, so I can go ahead and get back my Necromancer, use Transmodify on him, get out Archfiend. Fortunately, thanks to the effects of my Gates of Dark World, all my fiends get an attack boost, so I was able to go into Avenger, normal summon it, and safely attack the Maiden without it being able to summon the Blue Eyes. Plus, I have a 26 monster that he can't do much too, so that's also pretty nice. He brings out White Spirit Dragon, and through its effect, manages to get a, my 1-for-1. He then does that to clear the board, but then manages to get a Blue Eyes on the field. So I now have this to worry about. Managed to get a Stygian Street Patrol, which under normal circumstances would be awesome. But now he's just a defensive wall. There's not really much I can do against Blue Eyes. Most of my resources have been spent, so I'm kind of in a bad ways here right now. I managed to get out Avenger effect. Thankfully, he goes into Blue Eyes Spirit, so that's going to be a bit of a problem for me. Nothing too bad, though. Thankfully, I drew Vanity, which, as you'll see, will help tremendously. I wish I could have gotten a Synchro Summon, but unfortunately, I just don't have any level 9 Synchros. So he tried to activate the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon effect there, and he wasn't able to get it off because I did the Vanities, so this was really all he could do. Vanities is gone now, so Special Summoning is back on. And all I got was Twin Twisters, which was a great card, but when you're top decking, it's not the thing you want to see, because it did not help me in the slightest. So, yeah, my field is now completely barren. He's got a pretty decent setup, and all I have is a Twin Twister. And now I have no blue eyes to worry about. So I drawn a Scarm, which is okay, but I just figure I'll just set it, use his effect during the end phase in order to get a monster to my hand, and see what I can do with that. We have 2 blue eyes, which is slightly problematic. Let's go into a number 62, and number 95 does his thing. I'm now forced to banish 3 of my better monsters, but fortunately, I believe I can still do something here, so use Scarm effect to add Necromancer, and lo and behold, I managed to draw a Transmodify way after its use, but I do at least have a Twin Twister discard, so I managed to get rid of that, go for Necromancer. Here's where things get kind of silly. So I'm able to get Mirage. Fortunately, I still did actually have 2 targets in my grave, so I'm able to get off the free control that he killed earlier, go into a Doom Dragon, use Necromancer effect in order to get back Avenger, go into a Hastor, then use Doom Dragon effect in order to blow him up. Unfortunately, at this point, he kind of rage quit. However, I had game on the board, so it didn't really matter. There wasn't anything he could do in that case. So, and that one. Next up, we have Ritual Beasts. For those of you guys who saw my least favorite decks of 2015, you would know how much I despise with a burning passion Ritual Beasts. And for me to have the joy of facing off against them, just, yeah. So, regardless, I just decided I'd try and get off a street control attack here. Unfortunately, bottomless me, so a lot of this duel is initially played in like a very defensive play, because this guy gets his stuff set up really quickly compared to me. So he just did the ultimate Kanahawk thing. Banish 2, special summon 2, this guy. So, hilariously, I am at the very least now under the protection of Chicken Game, so I kind of have that going for me. Even if I did have to take some hits, it's something. Plus, I can keep abusing Chicken Game and make sure that I am always lower than him in draw power. I went ahead and set Scarm here just so I could hopefully get off his effect, but this happened, so. He also decided to blow up my Infernity barrier, which, of all things he could have blown up, was great, because I did not want to lose Vanity's Emptiness with what I needed to do. So, went ahead and did Vanity's Emptiness, because I did not need anything else. So, he gets his thing, blows up the Vanities, goes back to his stuff. Thank God for Chicken Game, if I may, because otherwise this would have killed me right here. And I don't quite think he realized that until his second attack, when it just didn't go through, but that would have been a lot of damage, and I would not have survived that, so Chicken Game saved my life there. Now, unfortunately, with all I'm getting, I still can't really do anything, so I just need to keep on relying on Chicken Game to keep me alive until I can actually get something. And I get my Chicken Game out on the field just because I can. So I get Twin Twister, activate that, blow up the D-Fisher, and his Chicken Game, because I only need one to keep me alive. Go for the Escape from the Dark Dimension in order to get back the Street Patrol that I had banned earlier. 1-for-1 that, so I can get out Samsara. Again, I'm just kind of trying to play defensively here. I have somewhat of a plan in mind, but not like a big one. For whatever reason, he MSTs my Escape from the Dark Dimension. I don't know why he decided that would be beneficial to him, but yeah, so he attacks Samsara. I get back my Stygian. I was honestly kind of expecting a, for Avengers effect to kick in, but I guess I kind of broke off the chain link here. It's okay, though, because through some divine miracle, I managed to get off Infernity Launcher, which was just amazing. And I got Necromancer, so I now all of a sudden have a target for my, Transmodify. So, even though I got rid of my level 4, no big deal. I'll just go ahead, grab Archfiend, use Archfiend effect, get back Necromancer. I only had 2 Necromancers left at this point, so I had to use my Vision again. So do that, get Avenger. This is where my comeback starts. At 1,400 life points, I get my comeback. So I use his effect to blow up his monster, so he's going to be taking 16 right now and losing a monster. He ended up special summoning more to try and build up a defensive wall. Fortunately, since I had Infernity Launcher, I was able to send that, get back my Archfiend and my Necromancer. I don't activate Archfiend effect this time just because I only have a Necromancer to search out, and that would add a card to my hand and kind of screw me. So now I get Scar Right, activate his effect, pop everything, deal 15, and I forgot about Chicken Game. So that saved him then too. Hilariously, Chicken Game seems to be the savior of this duel for both ends. However, as you can see, he does not have a whole lot to go off of right now, so I'm able to just draw a monster. I use Chicken Game just to make sure that he would have less cards, less life points than me. I attack with Scarite and then just swing with Eris, and that was game. And there you have it. It turns out Infernity actually can still pull through. However, even I have to admit that it was pretty close. Normally I do kind of prefer to do a best 2 out of 3, but as I said earlier on my first video, my first duel just for some reason got corrupted. I did lose that duel, but regardless, I did still have 2 amazing come-from-behind victories, so within the rules of my own series, I'm going to go ahead and say that this one's a win. However, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think Infernity still have a chance? I mean, admittedly, this was pretty clutch, and against a lot of decks, I did still fare very poorly because they were just too fast for me. However, against the right decks, I think that these guys can still do well. But again, let me know what you think down below. Of course, don't forget to also like my page on Facebook, where you can share your opinions with me there. Like this video, and subscribe to my channel for further content. Until next time,